October 25, 2017. A budget commercial flight from Bulgaria lands in Athens, Greece. A woman steps off the plane, blending perfectly into a crowd of ordinary tourists, carrying suitcases filled with classified financial codes. She walks out of the terminal and vanishes from the face of the earth. No CCTV footage caught her escape. No border control ever registered her passport again. Her name is Dr. Ruja Ignatova. To the FBI, she is the ultimate ghost. To the world, she is the Cryptoqueen. She didn't rob a bank with a weapon. Instead, she used a digital illusion to acquire over $4 billion for millions of everyday people across 175 countries. This is not just a financial scam. This is a story of global manipulation, a broken heart, international espionage, and a multi-billion-dollar shadow empire built entirely on a lie. Welcome to Capital Crime. Let's look inside the file. To understand how this massive heist was possible, we have to look at the intellect behind it. Ruja Ignatova wasn't an ordinary internet hacker hiding in a dark basement. She was elite. She held a PhD in private international law from the University of Oxford. She was a former consultant for McKinsey & Company, one of the most prestigious corporate firms in existence. She spoke multiple languages, wore high-end fashion, and possessed a brilliant mind. She had the perfect resume, and that resume was her ultimate weapon. In 2014, the financial world was shifting. Bitcoin was rising, and people were making millions. But there was a major vulnerability. 99% of everyday people didn't understand how blockchain technology actually worked. They just knew they wanted financial freedom. Ruja recognized this psychological flaw, greed combined with tech ignorance. She realized that people didn't want software, they wanted a savior. So, she gave them one. She launched OneCoin. June 2016. Wembley Arena, London. Thousands of people are chanting her name. Ruja steps onto the stage under blinding lights.
It's really a pleasure for me to be here.
She looks into the roaring crowd and proclaims, OneCoin is the Bitcoin killer. In 2 years, nobody will speak of Bitcoin anymore. The crowd goes wild. But she wasn't selling a cryptocurrency. She was selling ultimate FOMO, the fear of missing out. She turned a financial asset into a psychological cult. Her strategy was brilliant, yet manipulative. She bought her way onto the cover of Cosmopolitan magazine and spoke at prestigious economist events to manufacture absolute credibility. Furthermore, OneCoin operated as a multi-level marketing scheme. You didn't buy coins, you bought educational packages, and if you recruited your friends and family, you received massive cash commissions. Trust was weaponized. Victims became promoters, spreading a global wildfire of hype. Over $4 billion flowed directly into Ruja's accounts. How did a lie this massive survive for 3 whole years without expert intervention? Ruja engineered a brilliant, closed ecosystem. While Bitcoin is open source, Ruja told the world that her blockchain was a highly classified corporate secret, kept private to prevent competitors from stealing the technology. Additionally, OneCoin was never listed on independent public exchanges like Binance. It could only be viewed on their own private platform, meaning the open market had zero tools to audit the numbers. Whenever independent experts raised red flags, Ruja's massive legal army threatened them with devastating lawsuits. She bought time by telling users that mining a global coin takes years, but the numbers people watched growing on their screens were completely fabricated. Her IT team in Bulgaria was simply manually typing digits into a basic SQL database. The illusion cracked in late 2016 when they tried to hire a top blockchain developer, Björn Bjerke, offering him £3 million a year. When Bjerke asked for the blockchain code, they admitted, "There is no blockchain. You need to build it from scratch. He refused, and the whistle was blown. With experts speaking out, the FBI launched a secret operation. But Ruja's downfall didn't begin with a digital hack. It began with a broken heart. She was deeply in love with her American businessman, Gilbert Armenta, who was laundering her millions in New York. What she didn't know was that the FBI had already broken Armenta. Facing a lifetime in federal prison, he turned into an informant, secretly recording his calls with Ruja. But Ruja was highly paranoid. She hired private counter-surveillance operatives to bug Armenta's apartment and hack his emails. When she listened to the secret recordings, her heart shattered. The man she loved wasn't just unfaithful. He was handing over every secret code and bank account of OneCoin to federal agents. She realized her time had expired. On October 25, 2017, a secret U.S. federal arrest warrant was signed, but it was legally sealed, meaning airport customs systems couldn't see it yet. Knowing she had a window of only a few hours, Ruja made her move. She didn't use a private jet. Private aviation instantly triggers corporate and security alarms. Instead, she bought a cheap €30 Ryanair ticket to Athens, a multi-billionaire disguised as a budget tourist. She blended perfectly into the working-class crowd. She slipped through the ultimate international net, landed in Greece, and stepped into the shadows, leaving her brother to take the fall. But the true mystery of her disappearance lies within the deepest layers of the international underworld. To protect her multi-billion-dollar empire, Ruja had formed an alliance with one of the most powerful leaders of a shadow syndicate in Eastern Europe, a figure known as Taki. Ruja managed the finances of this underground network, and in return, Taki provided her with an army of elite, military-grade physical protection. However, this dangerous alliance carried a lethal cost. Leaked documents from intelligence files suggest that by 2018, Ruja became too big of a liability. The syndicate feared that if the FBI captured her, she would dismantle their entire global operations under interrogation. The leading theory states that in late 2018, on a private yacht in the Ionian Sea, her file was permanently closed by the network. They ensured her billions of secrets were buried deep underwater, where no federal agency could ever reach them. The OneCoin disaster left a trail of broken lives worldwide, but it also left us the ultimate survival guide for the digital era. To protect your hard-earned wealth from modern financial predators, always remember these 3 rules from capital crime. Number 1, verify the source code. A legitimate cryptocurrency must have an open source, public blockchain, verifiable on sites like GitHub. If it's private, it's a fake database. Number 2, beware of guaranteed high returns. In global economics, high rewards always mean high risks. Anyone promising zero risk is selling a trap. And number 3, silence the FOMO. Never invest out of fear of missing out. If you don't fully understand the underlying technology, keep your wallet closed. Do you believe the Cryptoqueen is still alive, spending her wealth under a new face? Or did the Shadow Network end her story? Drop your theories in the comments below. If you want to decrypt the dark world of international syndicates and elite scams, smash that subscribe button for capital crime. Stay sharp, stay vigilant, and we will see you in the next file.